Hello, guys. Welcome to another episode of Wellness in the Multiverse. A bit behind on it. It was supposed to be last week, but I had a busy week. Couldn't do it. So now I'm doing it. Not bad. Not bad. I mean, I'm trying to keep up with the work. I'm so sorry. I know it's not like a million people are waiting on it yet, but I'm trying to be consistent with my work. Nonetheless, today is kind of different in a way because I just wanted to talk about mindset and how I changed mine and how that helped me. And you can change yours as well and kind of help yourself. I'll explain myself a bit more. I don't know if you remember in Doctor Strange when he has, a big accident and then his hands no longer work. He's a surgeon. He needs them. He tries a lot of surgeries, a lot of stuff to kind of fix his hands. Nothing seems to be working. And it turns out he's made aware of someone who had a spine, fracture. Like the spine was snapped in half. And the guy just miraculously started walking again. He finds the guy, start talking about what he did, how he did. And the guy is just like, it's just my mindset. I just started to believe that I can walk. Stay with me for a minute. I know how that sounds. I know it sounds a bit insane that, you can walk again after this, big fracture. That's not exactly what I'm saying. We're still in, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Then it goes to Kamatage, meets with everyone there, starts working on his mindset and, figuring out how to use his powers, blah, 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 blah. All right. Now we know. Doctor Strange hurt and works on his mindset, starts to believe more, and then uses his hands to open portals. Great. My point is, I don't know if you are aware of Dr. Joe Dispenza. I've read a couple books of him. You Are the Placebo is one, and Becoming Supernatural. Those are two that I read, and I'm trying always actively to get on, to listen to podcasts where he's on because it's fascinating. I'm not sure how much I believe in everything he's saying. I take my experience for it, I didn't fix anything by believing I can fix a hurt shoulder, but I think my life has moved and changed differently when I started to have better thought and more focused on what I can achieve, what I can do, seeing my future, kind of vividly in my head and trying to go towards that and just having, nice thought. The reason why I want to talk about that is that in the recent, years of even months of doing what I'm doing, I used to not believe in me that much, and that changed. And that kind of brought me here. Now, weird enough, I know. But I've realized that many of my clients that are positive, that, think that everything's good and everything's fine and all is nice, tends to have it easier, tends to get into their workout, never being injured, just do what they have to do, and things seems easy. Even when something happens, things are easy. And they seem to always have a leg up on everyone else, I guess because of the thinking. And that works for me as well. I'm trying always to go to bed, thinking clearly. I meditate before I go to bed, just, to have that. And I listen to Joe Dispenza's meditation, trying to, actively work on whatever I have to work. If it works, great. If it doesn't, at least I feel good about it. And I've also realized that all my clients and everyone I know who have a negative mindset, a negative thinking, everything happens to them all the time. And just like, see, I told you this will happen. See, this happened this week and that happened today and now this and now that. And even though it's real, that things do happen to them, it's the main focus. It seems that they're always focused on the bad things that happen. And I feel like every time I would focus on the bad thing that happened to me, even though it wasn't that bad, I mean, oh, my fridge broke and I was mad. Oh my God, this always happens to me. My fridge is broken. Yeah, they all break at some point. You'll have to change it. It's no big deal. But every time I was in that mindset, every time I was in the thinking of it's not working, that's not going to work, I don't feel good about that, things are happening, it's bad, blah, blah, blah. Bad things were happening all the time, every time. And I switched my mindset to a more, I'm actively working on that. You know, I'm not of nature like an easy, happy thinker. You know, I'm still battling that a lot, but I'm much better in that. And the better I get at thinking good thoughts about me, about my capacity, about what I do, about my life, about, you know, my future, have a Porsche in my head. It's like vivid, you know, and in my head, I've seen, like, in a meditation with Joe Dispenza, again, crazy stuff, I have seen like what it was, not as like I'm thinking of no, I've seen it. You know, I've seen my Porsche in my garage in a big house near a lake. I've seen that. So I might be going towards that or something like this. Nonetheless, even if I don't get there, if I get some place close to that, I'll be happy about that, right? But if I'm actively thinking of I can't do it, I can't make it, that's not going to work, that's terrible what's happening, I'm sick, this hurts, that happened, and my focus is on this, bad things will happen. And I say that, and I'm not a professional on this, guys. I'm not like a psychiatrist. I'm not Joe Dispenza. Go watch his stuff. Go read his book. He's explaining it more in vivid details, and he's much better at this than I am. I'm just kind of a blueprint, if we say, of I used to think a way that didn't work for me. Now I've changed that to and I'm actively working on that, and I've been working on that for 2 years even now. I mean, and now everything seems easier. You know, not better. The business is not excessively better. My physique is not excessively better. My shoulders doesn't, you know, hurt less. I just don't focus on that. You know, I just focus on the good thing, the future, what I see in my head, and I'm just trying to get there day in and day out. And when I had a negative mindset, and when I was thinking of like, this can't happen, I can't do this, I'm not good enough, why me? Why would this happen? You know, just in terms of number, just have some kind of data around that. I had about 1,000 followers on Instagram, you know? And then I started switching my thinking into I can do it. I'm not different. This is, you know, I have something to say. I can do that. And then I started to see kind of things pick up to now having across my social close to 160,000 people following me. I mean, it's not even crazy. It's not like millions of numbers. And it's not that it's that important, like, oh my God, my following is some. No, that's not it. It's just that through thinking that way, and I've seen that in my comments as well, and in my DMs, people were starting to tell me, you feel different. Oh, you have a good energy. Oh, I like your energy. Oh, I like how you present yourself. Blah, blah, blah. And that brought a lot of opportunities that we are still working on that. I need patience. But brought a lot of opportunity, different ones. Things happen in weird ways now, but I think it's a matter of how I think about myself, how I visualize my future, I'm trying to stay calm. And when something happens that I don't have too much control over, I'm not sweating it. I'm just like, well, at least I'm not trying to. I have a minute of like, ugh, what? And then, I kind of catch myself in it and I change that to like, I'll be fine. But don't stay in negative thinking. I know it's different of like eat more calories. Do that too. Eat more protein, drink more water. But I think it's an important one. I think mindset, even though I'm not a mindset coach, I'm not that, but I'm helping my clients as well through that. Just try to catch yourself every time you have a bad thought about yourself, about your future. Oh my God, this happens to me all the time. I can't do this. And just catch yourself and just be like, oh shoot, I just did that. Let's switch it to like, that's no big deal. I can fix that. I'm better than this. I can do it. I'm good. I'm great. Why not? Affirmation, gratitude, a lot of that. All of it. Again, not a professional on that, just my personal experience of when I was thinking bad thoughts and everything, nothing was happening. Nothing was moving. All I was mad all the time. I'm like, it's not working. Why not me? They all have crazy nice business and traveling the world and blah, 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 crazy opportunities and nothing's happening for me. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to try and switch that through, not on my own, not by myself, but through reading, going, in those moments of trying to meditate. And I've seen and catch a bunch of stuff online about that. Lots of good podcasts about that. If you need good podcasts, with this, let me know. I'll let you know which one I'm watching. But I do believe that in a way, what we see in Doctor Strange, in The Secret too, manifestation and all of this. I know how that sounds. But I do believe that if I was still in my negative mindset of who I was and not who I am right now, I think everything would be much different. And not only I think, but I know it would be much different because I've seen it. Every time I was thinking badly, bad thing would happen. Nothing would happen. At some point, I got to like 87,000 followers, whatever, like 90 something. Yeah, I broke 90. And I was happy. Oh, yay, I broke 90. And for the longest time after that, I started to go back into my bad mindset and being like, but why me? Why would this happen to me? Why that? Blah, blah, blah. All of it, And I saw the number kind of start to go down. Like, 89,000, 88,000, 87,000. What's going on? I'm just losing people. Why? I'm still the same person. I'm still doing the same thing. And then I caught myself, being like, because that's not for me, because I can't do it, because people, see that I'm a fraud, that's not happening, all of that crazy stuff. When I caught myself doing that, I got back on that Joe Dispenza stuff and started meditation again and started to go to sleep again with that in my head and that vision and that thing. And then lo and behold, it picked up again. And we're now over 100 something, which is nice. So all of that to say, think positively about yourself, about your work, about how you look, about where you are. Visualize what you want and go after it. All right, guys. Again, like the thing or not. If you didn't, I'm not forcing you. But if you share all of this, that all helps. And hope you did enjoy that little break and that little mindset stuff. And we can delve deeper in it in the future. That was unprepared. I just went for it, But if you want more data on all of this, I can do a deeper search and just, go in better details on that. I just wanted to talk about my personal journey, my personal experience with all of this. And yeah, that was it. Have a good day, guys. Enjoy, and I'll see you soon. Thank you so much for listening. If you want to know more about how I can help you make fitness a sustainable lifestyle, you can reach out to me on any social media platform at Joe Gagne Trainer. Thanks again. Till next time.